Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Kaya and today I am going to be doing my hair into a cute little ponytail or Barbie ponytail, whatever you want to call it. So first and foremost, I go in and wash my hair thoroughly, getting all the product out, and I put in a deep conditioner and a heat protectant and go in with my hair dryer, which is what you see here. I just make sure my hair is fully dry and I try to get it as straight as possible with the hair dryer. Next, I move into flat ironing my hair, and mostly I'm just focused on the root, getting that flat because the ends don't really matter because they'll be pulled up. But I want to make sure that the roots are as flat as possible so my hair can lay. By the way, I am natural 4C hair, so in order for this to last, which I needed it to last over the entire weekend, I have to make sure that it is as flat as possible. After my hair is flat enough at the roots, I just go ahead and start to comb her through to see where I want to position this ponytail. And just take your time to figure it out where you want to place it. Place your ponytail on your head. I wanted mine to be high enough, but before I put it into the actual ponytail, I do comb out some of my edges that I want to bring forward so that I can just get that separated ahead of time before pulling my hair back. Now I just double check that I have it where I want it to be, and I'm pretty happy with where this is on my head. I have a weird shaped head in my opinion, so I don't want it too high, but I don't want it too low either because it's hot outside and I don't want my ponytail to be too low. And I like to sleep on my back is another reason why I want to be able to sleep comfortably on my back. So if I put the ponytail too low, I'm not able to do that. So I wanted mine a little bit higher, but not too high. So I just pin my hair up so that I can work on the back and see how these back edges or the kitchen is doing. And I want my kitchen to be completely up. I know some people leave there a little bit of that down, but since I can't see, I want it to be up. And I noticed that yeah, my kitchen just wasn't straight as I wanted. So I just took the hot comb and just very carefully went through with the hot comb just to make sure that that was as straight as possible. So when we go in with our spray, it will lay very easy. This is the spray that I use. It's the Got to Be High Insta Hold. And I'm going to use my edge brush to get through my hair, get the product through my hair as best as possible. This mirror is a lifesaver when you can't see. So now I'm just spraying a healthy amount of the Got to Be Glue spray on my hair, and I use the edge brush to comb it in and just make sure that product goes all the way through to my scalp. And this is important because this is going to allow that hold to stay and last as long as possible. Then I just take that blow dryer and I basically rub that product in and just put the blow dryer against it. I do low heat for this. You don't really need it to be high heat, honestly. You just do low heat, and you can see as the products start to dry, everything starts to become very sleek. basically, you complete this process until you get around your entire head. I do it in sections, starting from the edge of my hair line, and then I move into the rest. So I did the edge part already, so now I'm moving into the inner part of my hair, if you will, and just combing that product through, making sure that is very saturated before I take my blow dryer to dry that product while holding the hair in, because that's how you create that sleek look and make sure that the hair is as flat as possible when you are doing this. And one thing I do want to clarify, the ponytail or the pin up that you see right now that I have my hair in is not very tight at all. It doesn't have a lot of tension. It's just really to keep my hair up in the position where I want my ponytail to be. But it's actually very loose, and I wanted to make that point because you don't need to put your hair in a tight ponytail, because it could cause breakage or too much tension. So you don't need to do that. You just need to basically have it pinned in the position wherever you want your ponytail to be. And by you putting this spray on there and basically molding it up, it will automatically go into the position it needs to be for when you put your actual elastic band around your ponytail. If that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. As I get to the front, I try to keep the spray off of the edges, um, just so that they're clean enough so when we go in with our flat iron to press those down, that they don't have that much product in it. So just try to avoid your edges at this point. All right, so now we have our hair fully molded to the top, fully blow dry, and now we could take this fake, ponytail out. It's not again, it was just something to keep the hair up in the position we wanted it to be. As you can see, the hair is so hard that it's now that you really can just put the ponytail on, the real elastic band on with ease. And this way you're not pulling your hair too tight, because it's already molded down. You don't have to put it on too tight. So I just grab me a hair tie to basically put this hair up into the elastic band. All right, now that we have our hair tie on our head, I'm just going in and braiding the leave out basically down into a braid. I just wrapped that braid around to create this bun like so. And from here, I'm going to take these, I believe they are wraps. Hold on, I'm bringing y'all in closer so you can see. But I forget what these are called, but I think they're edge wraps or some type of wrap. But I wrap this around because I am going to glue the tracks onto my braid. So this is a protective way to make sure none of the glue gets on my hair. So I just wrap one of these around completely, and I'm going to secure it with a rubber band. Next, I'm taking my Pump It Up Spritz and I'm going to spray this all around that bun just as an extra layer of protection. And this also helps that bonding glue stick a lot quicker, I believe. I don't know for sure, but I think it does. Alright, this is the bonding glue I'm using. This is from the hair store. And then I'm using this Black Star straight YAKI hair 16 inch. And you don't actually have to use a 16 inch. You could get a shorter inch. I just got 16 inch because I thought it was gonna, I don't know why, but it was actually longer than it needed to be. The thing I love about ponytails is that you can get the synthetic hair, because this is not, I think it's a blend or it's actually full synthetic, and it works just fine. And I believe I used the full pack of this here. One full pack. I didn't use two. But if I was to do it again, I would use two. But right now, I'm just going to try to apply, and it is a little bit awkward. So I have to tilt my head when I'm doing it. But I start at the top, and then I'm just going to work my way down. Alright, so this is half of the pack in my hair. And now I'm about to go ahead and put in the other half. As I go through this, I do blow dry a little bit just to make sure that the glue is bonding on the hair and completely dry. This is at the end with the full pack in my hair. The only reason I say I would have added a second pack is because I felt like I wanted it to be a little bit more voluminous, but it still had a lot of volume. It's just at the ends I felt like it could have been a little bit thicker, but it still was cute. But now I'm just taking a strand from the back and going ahead and separating that out of the ponytail to wrap it around the base. And as I wrap it around, I do spray the hair itself so that it does stay in place. Alright, and for my edges, I did take the flat iron to them just to make sure that they were really straight and had a little bit of a curl to them as I started to mold them before I put the spray, the Got2b glue spray on it, and molded them a little bit more. With the Got2b glue, I just make sure that it's very saturated, just like what we were doing with our ponytail and how we were molding that. I just make sure it's very saturated in my hair. And then I take the blow dryer and with my hands just kind of try and make sure it dries into the shape that I want it to dry into. If that makes sense. Does that make sense? I think it makes sense. At least y'all can see the video. I'm sorry if this doesn't make sense the way I'm talking about it. So I had to have my sister come in and cut it into a blunt cut because, like I said before, the hair was a little too long and I didn't want it to go past my shoulders, even though this was a little bit past my shoulders. But we are bumping the ends, so that was okay. So because this is synthetic hair, you can't put too much heat on it, but you could put a little bit of heat on it. So I just took my flat iron and started to bump the ends out. And you can't hardly see it because my robe is black, but you'll see it a little bit later what that flip does. There we go. Oh my gosh, I love the flip out. It's so cute and pixie 70s Barbie, whatever you want to. I don't even know. It was just giving me such a vibe. Ariana Grande and Adele was the top people that came to mind actually with this look. But I just teased the top of my hair just for it to add a little bit more volume there. I really like the way this ponytail came out, and I hope you guys did too. I was getting ready to go to bed at this point, so I put my curlers in just to hold that curl for all weekend, and it did. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I didn't have a video at the end because that next day we were traveling to Miami for my grandmother's birthday party, which is the reason I did my hair in the first place. But here are some clips from there, and the hair was bomb. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed.